Yeah, 1 2 1 2.
Hey yo, AC.
1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Welcome to the CalvinJDean Show. My name is CalvinJDean. I'm so excited about this show, guys. Man, just remember, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and comment. You could win a hat from NFLshop.com. That's exciting, guys, exciting. Hey, let's get right down to it. Thursday night football. We have the Detroit Lions going into Lambeau Field, playing the Packers. This is going to be a close one, guys. I'm giving this one up to the Detroit Lions. We have the next game. We have the Atlanta Falcons going into Jacksonville, playing the Jacksonville Jags. What's going on with the Jacksonville Jags? I don't know. Watch my show. Listen to my podcast. I put it on my YouTube show. I give a more in-depth reason why I pick a team, and I go over all the logistics, like the percentages and what rankings they are in the NFL on defense and offense and all that good stuff. So remember to watch that show as well. And every Saturday I have my fantasy show as well, another podcast. Guys, I'm really loving the podcast, but I love this too. The next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons going into Jacksonville. I don't know what's happening with Jacksonville, but they're going to beat the Atlanta Falcons in Jacksonville in this game. Next game, we have a great game. This is going to be the game of the week. The game of the week goes to the Miami Dolphins going into Buffalo, playing Buffalo. Now, finally, Miami's going to play a great team, right? They're not going to make Buffalo look bad like they made Denver look bad last week. They're just not. It's not going to happen. I see this as a very, very tight game. Josh Allen's really good. I don't know about if they have enough firepower to beat Miami at this time. I just don't see it happening. I'm giving this one up to Miami Dolphins in Buffalo. Don't hate me, Buffalo Bill fans, but Miami Dolphins will beat you. It'll be 4-0 at the end of this game. The Minnesota Vikings going into
Carolina, playing the 0-3 Carolina Panthers.
Two 0-3 teams, ugly. Giving this one up to the Minnesota Vikings. Have the 0-3 Denver Broncos against the 0-3 Chicago Bears in Chicago. You got to think, hey, it's in Chicago. Russell Wilson, Fields, yeah, ugly game. Giving this one up to Denver. Their first game of the season, they'll win. Another great game. This is going to be a defensive game. We have the Baltimore Ravens going into Cleveland, playing the Cleveland Browns. I don't know what's up with Baltimore. They're always hurt. They had 7 guys hurt last week. They lost. That was ugly. To Minshew. They lost to Minshew. I mean, come on, guys. 7, always hurt. I don't know what's going on with Baltimore. Something about their training or something like that. They're going into Cleveland, playing the Cleveland Browns, giving it up to the Cleveland Browns. Don't hate me. My nephews from Baltimore, don't hate me, but the Cleveland Browns are going to beat you guys this week. Next game, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers going into Houston. Houston off their big win. I mean, what a big win this was, right? Houston 1-2. I just don't see Houston winning this game. I'm giving this one up to the Steelers. Still be 3-1 at the end of this game. Next game, we have the Los Angeles Rams going into Indianapolis, playing the Indianapolis Colts. 2-1 Indianapolis Colts. Can you believe it? I just don't see the Rams, the way they played this last game. I just don't see them beating the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts have a great defense. Giving it up to the Colts in Indianapolis over the Rams. We have the next game. We have the Tampa Bay Bucks. Didn't look too good against the Eagles. Going into this New Orleans Saints. New Orleans Saints getting beat barely by the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be a tough one, guys. It's going to be a tough one. Derek Carr, is he going to be back? Is he going to be playing? This is going to be my upset special of the week. I'm going to have the Tampa Bay Bucks over the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Mark that as my upset special. We have the next game. We have the Washington Commanders going into Philadelphia. Washington just losing this last week, 2-1. The Eagles 3-0. The Eagles, they look good. They run the ball. Washington, they have their number. Washington has their number, but not today. Philadelphia Eagles over the Washington Commanders. We have the next game. We have the Las Vegas Raiders with Jimmy G. But I don't know if Jimmy G is going to be starting. Jimmy G is in concussion protocol, so I don't know if he's going to be starting. You know, Nikki's Niners, she loves Jimmy G. She's like in love with him. I'm sorry, Nikki. I don't think he's going to be playing this game. So I'm going to give this one up easy to the Chargers in Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium. The Los Angeles Chargers will beat the Las Vegas Raiders. 3 Patriots going into Cowboy Stadium. Cowboys getting humiliated last week against one of the worst teams in football. Well, I think now Denver Broncos are the worst team in football, right? But the Arizona Cardinals, they beat. I told everyone last week, I said, you better watch out. The Cardinals are really playing tough to everybody. You better watch out. It's not such an easy game. I did say that, and I was right. I'm giving this one up to the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas over the New England Patriots. We have the next game. We have the Arizona Cardinals off their win, going into San Francisco, playing the San Francisco 49ers. Well, they're not going to give the Niners a hard time. The Niners won't lay down. They will come to play, and the Niners will beat the Arizona Cardinals in San Francisco, giving it up to the Kansas City Chiefs going into the New York Jets, playing the Jets. The Jets, I just don't look good with Zach Wilson. I don't know. They just brought on Trevor Siemian as a backup. They're still, guys, your ego is not your amigo. It just isn't. Guys, stop saying that Zach Wilson's your man. Go out and get someone, or you're just going to end up just a losing season. You're going to lose this game. You're going to lose it. Kansas City Chiefs coming into the New York Jets, you're going to lose it. This is my lock of the week. Kansas City over the Jets in New York. Bill, how do you feel about Travis and Taylor Swift?
Travis Kelce's had a lot of big catches in his career. This would be the biggest.
Well, this is my lock, guys. Go to the bank, take all your money out, put it on the Kansas City Chiefs. There is no possible way, none, zero, that the Jets are going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football. Mahomes, Travis Kelce, he's going to have Taylor Swift by his side. Oh my God, smoke is going on. We got love going on. We got a lot of stuff. Even Bill Belichick.
Travis Kelce's had a lot of big catches in his career. This would be the biggest.
It's the talk of the town, guys. It's the talk of the town. Of course I had to mention it. Monday Night Football. We have the Seattle Seahawks going into New York, MetLife Stadium, playing the New York Football Giants. I just don't understand the New York Football Giants. Who's going to show up? Is it going to be Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde? I don't know. I don't trust them. Giving it up to the Seattle Seahawks. Guys, thanks so much for listening to my show. Remember, listen to my podcast, listen to my fantasy podcast. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. See you next week.